And again, this isn't about me. I really did. This wasn't about me. This was just more about what constitutes a champion of the year. And
Yeah.
furthermore, I with them acknowledging A Ward in the top five, that I think they didn't have a choice. Honestly, like they didn't really have a choice. Like somebody who hasn't battled on URL, because I feel like a lot of
Hey,
your
big dog, you mind muting your mic, big dog?
hold on, let me
Yeah,
see.
my bad.
Yeah. Mute that. Hold on.
My nigga washing them dishes.
Hell yeah, why not?
For sure not.
Get to it. Yeah, mute that. But I feel like a lot of the work that is done outside of the URL, and I remember when Jay Black first started this, when he first started it, and shout out to Madflex making that list and Bill Collector. So they did some justice. I'm not. This is not. Oh, let's shit on the panel and what Jay Black and them did, because the names that was on there, they deserve to be on there. I would have been livid if Madflex or Bill Collector or A Ward don't make, the list type of shit, because they wasn't on URL. But I do remember when he first started it, it was like, this isn't a URL championship. Let's be clear. Like, this is not just about what you do on URL. Like, somebody from Wichita or somebody from Oklahoma can be cooking, and if they
That's
cooking
cat.
throughout the whole year, they can win it. They're eligible to win it. But it never really seems like the work you do outside of URL is actually counted for real. It doesn't really
Facts.
seem like that. And like I said, A Ward was the exception. That's because they had no choice. Because a lot of people felt like he might have fucked around and won that shit. This was around September, October, November. It was like, yo, A
Yeah,
Ward been
early on.
A Ward might fuck around, win it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was, so they didn't. You have to put him on the list now. At that point, when the world is talking about him, they waiting on his URL debut. He's too hot. Then he had that crazy battle with Geechee. You up for the second time, so you can't exclude him from the list. But a lot of shit that I feel like a lot of shit that I done over throughout the course of 2021 was definitely overlooked. And we could go to I feel like I was snubbed for round of the year. Who am I?
Yeah, who am I?
Who
That's a
am I
fact.
was like
Who am
Who
I?
am I was definitely
That was at the top of the year, just
the
like this
That's a
rock
body
shit.
bag. That's a body bag.
Anwar,
That's what you call a
Anwar made
body
a
bag.
Anwar made a great point yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. In the space right after the championship, it's a recency thing. Also,
that's
you you
crazy.
it is crazy,
It's
but you
crazy.
did that at the beginning of the year, and it was monumental. You know what I'm saying? It just was. But people choose to forget. But if it was Surf, if Surf had a who am I round against drugs,
Oh my
oh
God.
my God, like I love Surf. Like these niggas be rubbing their nipples talking about Surf. It's weird.
This nigga said
It's
be
dumb
rubbing
weird.
niggas.
Nah, like daddy, this shit be pissing me off
Yo, listen.
because
I thought Loso had a great round versus Vixen. No lie, he had a great round. This
Top
was,
five. Yeah, that was
but
a good
but
round.
I thought Who Am I was like one of the more innovative rounds that battle rap has seen, and it wasn't something that was done before. That's the thing. The level of creativity that goes into the shit that I do. These shit don't even, like, the shit that I be doing. You never heard no shit like this before. You can't be like, oh, well, he stole that from such and such, and he just remixed it and he just put his own spin to it. Like, no, nigga, this shit that I'm doing is 100% original from the ground up. Innovative shit that never been done. And, I still have more shit on the way. That's coming on the way. That's never been done. So it's like, I felt like I was snubbed for that as well. Uh, the Who Am I? I thought that should have won round of the year, but shout out to Loso. You can't. It's not like Loso picked him to win like that. That's what the fans and what the panel chose. So it is what it
yeah,
is.
that, yeah,
But
that was all the fans. That's
A
that's
a dot.
and that's pretty disgusting. What's up, bro?
A dot. So like them saying that recency shit, like, oh, it wasn't recent. So do that makes it valid? Or
No, no,
like
no, no, no. So
definitely
so
not.
again, like the panel didn't pick that one. So I don't blame the panel.
Right.
I'm holding the fans accountable. and the media for their influence or lack thereof when it comes to Danny
Yeah,
Myers.
shit just
Uh,
gets.
But Doc, respectfully, isn't some of the panel media?
yes. So if you want to blame particular individuals and you can back it with certain things, sure, why not? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just basing it off the things that I've seen and knowing that it's a fan vote, and I know that who I'm blaming. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly who I'm blaming, but it's not that one's not on the panel.
Yeah,
It's just
again,
not.
that was just one of the things I
Yeah,
was
that
like,
was just
I just
ash just
I just
altogether.
looked
But
at it like, oh wow, you know what I mean? Like, okay, meanwhile, let's just move on. It's more about, again, shout out to Geechee Gotti. I mean, 3 champion of the night win
well
when they
deserved.
used to do champion of the night, and he won 3 of those, and he won them like on every card he was on. Uh, 3 champion of the year belts, a tournament win, the charity work he does, the no studio win, the riot. I mean, the, wow, you can't really argue.
It was a runaway to
You know,
me.
you get what I'm
It
saying?
wasn't
Like,
even close.
yeah, you get what I'm saying. It's kind of like you can't argue that. You feel me? Like, we not arguing that. You know what I mean? Who? Let me see. Who got number 2? That was
That was easy.
Easy Block. Yeah,
Easy.
Easy had a great year.
Easy.
Had what, 5, 6 good battles. I mean, him and Chess was crazy. I thought
I think
he
what
beat
Easy got 4.
he beat Rex. Was that Rex at Gnome?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
B
four.
Rex.
He beat
Yeah,
Rex.
T Top,
I
Rex,
thought he beat
Eat
T Top.
Chess.
Beat Chess. I
Um,
thought he beat Chess.
Sean,
I I had chess, but it's dumb close.
Yeah, it's like there's
It's
really
dumb
no right or
close.
wrong pick in that battle
Did he
particularly.
beat Sean too?
That might just be
And I ain't gonna
he
lie,
beat Sean. He beat
I didn't
Sean.
have him overshine,
I didn't have him
but
over Sean either.
But here's
I
the
ain't gonna
thing: a win or a loss isn't. That's not a
still great
determining.
performances.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Still great
saying. A win or
performances
a
too.
loss, that be people's opinions and their preferences. So it really not about the wins and the losses. It's just that every time he's on these cards, he's going crazy. Whether you felt he won or lost,
Facts.
he be having one of the most talked about battles from the card, if not the most talked about battle from the card, like him and Chess, for example. You know what I mean? So shout out to Easy.
He
What
had
the
like a battle every quarter.
Yeah, and he putting in the work. So I'm not definitely mad at that.
Hey Danny, check your DMs real quick, brother.
All right, I got you. And so yeah, man.
I want to say this, bro. I want to say this, bro. Like I'm just keeping it real. This is one of the biggest reasons why I can't be 100% fan of battle rap is because it's too. It's like this. It's like if a nigga the facts is the facts, man. How can you win? How can you break a record in a year and be number 8? I am talking about you. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm
Right.
talking about Danny Myers. Every
No, that's a
year I
fact.
see you do this, you killing everybody. These niggas is painting the narrative that they shun you and try to put you under the rug so they don't have to battle you. And this is just the truth. You're gonna beat Lux the day he steps in front of you. What happened to Rock's gonna happen to anybody that steps in front of you. That's why they not stepping in front of you. So I give shout out to Rock for being brave enough
Hey
to
Doc, put
stand in front of
Tony
you and
on.
get killed. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I give him respect for that. You
Absolutely.
see what I'm
And
saying?
yeah, and
Now
let's
it's time for Surf to step in front of you and get killed. It's time for Mook to come outside and get smashed. It's time for Lux to come outside and get smashed. Anybody standing in front of Danny Meyer, that's what's gonna happen to him, and that's why they not standing in front of you. And that's all I want to say.
it's been
I
yeah,
ain't got nothing else to say.
it's been years. It's been years, bro. It's like, and it's crazy because me and Rock, when you looked at when they tweeted out his resume, and like it was like 41 URL battles. And I swear, bro, I had battled probably like 35 of the 41 that he had battled. So I'm like, damn. And you know what I'm saying? Like, me and Rock battled a lot of this that's damn near the same resume. Like, you know what I mean? It might be like 6 battles on there that I didn't battle yet. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at it like, damn, why it took so long for me and him to finally clash. You know what I mean? But I guess timing is everything. It happened when it happened. It was what it was. But I've been like, niggas acting like I had to work my way up and deserve certain battles. Like, what? Deserve? Like that you should
And that
never.
was the narrative.
Yeah, Danny don't deserve this or Danny don't deserve that. It's like, why don't I?
I seen a TV show. Good morning, Danny. I seen a TV
Yeah,
show
top of the
called The
morning.
Wire,
Right,
and there was a chick in the show, and she had a quotable line right before she died, and the
How
line
my
was
head look, Mike?
deserve got nothing to do with it. Like, I think Danny, to speak directly to you, like, I think you had a phenomenal year. I think you're one of the more consistent guys, and the main thing I always admire you for, and I mean we've had this conversation face to face.
right.
Like, you don't duck no smoke. If I started battle rapping tomorrow, and I got on a league that was willing to give you your money, and I called you out, I got no doubt that if I said, yeah, I don't know, just middle of March 15th, what you doing, Danny? That on March 15th, I'm gonna stand in front of that. Like, so that's something to be acknowledged.
Well, here's the thing.
But the flip side, go ahead.
I know where you're going with it. It's
Yeah.
it's like, the thing is, I'm older than these niggas. So I mean, I didn't start on a league. I didn't start battle rapping when it was leagues. It wasn't no YouTube, wasn't no social media around. It was none of that shit in '91, bro. I started doing this shit in 1991. I grew up with the mentality of you battle whoever they said whatever them niggas, whoever they was saying was the coldest nigga, go get him. What block he live
Right.
on? Well, and,
Right.
and
That's
and
how it
me
was
coming
here in
up in Los
3-2.
Angeles, it was dangerous. You couldn't just go to any hood. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you was risking life and limb just to even go do these battles. So shout out to everybody that went to Crenshaw High and all them Lamert Park battles and niggas battling niggas from Dorsey and Westchester and all that shit. It was like this was it was gang politics too. I was never in a gang, so I didn't ever really fear that part of it. But it was still like, where your mama live at? Where your grandma live at, nigga? Where your uncles from? Like, it was on some shit like they gonna associate you with one hood one way or another. And Geechee and
Right.
anybody that bang for real, they can attest to that. Like, especially back in the '90s, like, this shit was dangerous. So what I mean, I say all that to say I was going to the most dangerous hoods to face whoever they said they got a nigga over there. My cousin rap. Oh, you rap? Yeah, I rap. Wow, what's up? Shit, nigga, my cousin rap and can't nobody fuck with him. Wow, what's up? What? What's his name, nigga? Where he at? He over here, nigga. He stay by the jungles, nigga. I'm like, go get him.
Yeah, no, I
Go
get
get him.
it, and that's how it was, here in Philly. Again, I was never a battle rapper, but I've always been a fan of it. I had one of my brothers used to rap a little bit, so
Right,
I know how it was. It's like, you know what I mean. It's exactly what you said. You know what I mean. We lived uptown. We would hop on the bus or get a ride. This was before Uber and shit like that. Catch a cab or hop on a bus to
right.
go out West Philly or go out South Philly, just because you heard, oh yeah, it's a nigga, man. I remember this white boy named Bird. Like, white boy was vicious, man. And like niggas would meet up downtown on South Street, shit like that. So I get it that that's the cloth that you're from. I think that the downside, though, the detriment in today's battle rap climate
Right.
is that accessibility also hinders, because, like, put it this way, the Real Sikh battle, right? Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. I don't doubt that had you not battled Shotgun Suge the week before and had another battle 2 weeks after, that battle would have went way different. Fatigue is a real thing, though. One thing that people they talk about, you always bring crazy material. If I'm not mistaken, so don't quote me on this, but I don't believe there's ever been recycling allegations on your name.
Nah.
So when you think about that, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when you
Right.
think about that, all that is amazing to do that much work. But sometimes fatigue happens, and then the fans of this culture, the only way I can say it is respectfully. Sometimes they see somebody so much that they're just like, okay, Danny's battling again. Okay, good job, yeah, and they
Oh,
kind of tune it out.
can
Could I
could
speak?
I
Okay, go
just
ahead. Go
want to
ahead.
make the I'm sorry, I want to make this one quick point. And why you and I we've had this conversation prior before, but I'm gonna just say it. the quitting that Danny did during the Real Sick battle hurt him a lot more than it will hurt a lot of other people. And we only do that and
Right,
move the goalposts
right,
when it comes to Danny
right.
Myers. He
So
always
wait a minute.
comes with
The
incredible.
standard for me is different
Thank
than a
Right.
you.
lot of niggas.
But wait a
So
minute.
I
That's a
so
But
understand
wait a
that.
minute.
fact.
I understand
and
that,
And
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 I
why?
and, and
accept
that's
it.
that's absolutely not fair.
I no no
And
All right.
why?
I
So
accept it
That's
Jameer.
because
bullshit.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you say you the best and you're saying you're the god of fucking bars, it's like
Exactly.
you're when you listen to my bars, I have to be saying the best shit you ever heard or the most creative or new shit. I can't be recycling. I can't steal this nigga
Right.
bar and do this and do all that because it's gonna get magnified. I
Hey,
can't be
Danny.
reaching. I cannot even. This is why I don't reach. I can't reach. Like Twerk pulled me to the side one day and said, "Bro, listen, you already like the fucking goat with these bars, bro. If you just started reaching a little bit, you'll have way more haymakers." And I said, "Yeah, I could, because it'd be a lot of bars I come up with. And I'm like, oh, that's be fire." But then I'm like, nah, that's a slight reach. And I know if I do it, it'll niggas gonna be like, oh, Danny, oh no, you reach right here. But another nigga could do the same bar, and the reaching part is almost accepted with certain people.
That's a
So
fact.
That's
I
how good
am
a nigga
placed.
is.
That's what I'm saying. I'm placed at a difference, and I accept that because it's like I'm trying to be the standard. I'm trying to be like this is what you need to be doing when you in here with these bars. All that reaching
Hey,
shit,
Danny.
not acceptable. All this bar biting and recycling, not acceptable. So this is why I
Jam-
also started Restore Order. Like we
Hey,
gotta
Danny.
bring
Go
I
it
want
ahead,
to. I
back.
want
Tony.
to respond to
Go ahead,
Jameer, but go
Tony.
ahead.
Hey, Danny.
Go
What's
ahead.
up with you, Danny?
What's
I'm
good?
Tony. What's up, Anwar? Man, Johnny Ice. I appreciate you, Doc. What's up with you?
What
Quiz, how
up,
you
bro?
doing, Jameer? I kind of want to give a kind of different perspective. I want to ask you something too. Like just like I know, you to me, you didn't just become a goat like last year. To me, like you were certified. Like you've been a goat for a long time to me, and you've been to me. Just say the last 4 years. Like 4 years ago, you was like official certified goat. Would you agree with me? Like just in the general consensus of what you see and what you know of battle rap, would you agree with me on that?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
That you
Yes.
okay,
Yeah, I
and this is what I'm
definitely agree.
saying. But what I think people downplay you, and even in conversations like this, because you are a different kind of goat because you have lyrical ability, rebuttals, schemes, everything that comes with a performance, and everything like that. Now, my perspective that I wanted to give was like when I see other battle rappers and how they play it, like I have to understand people like making business decisions. Like who would want to battle somebody whose looks in his prime, but with the rebuttals of DNA and the schemes of T Top, the angles of T Top, the schemes of Chilla Jones, like to a perfect, to a perfect T. You see what I'm saying? So when I see battle rappers and I want to battle you, I don't look at it like hate. I look at it more like a bit like a
Oh, no,
smart thing.
right, right. No,
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 you,
you're
you see,
right. Because I've said that too. I'm like, some of these
yeah,
guys are just being strategic in the battles they take.
yeah, and they
But to
like well, let's
me,
say
it's not
I want to say,
respectable.
no, 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 because they're afraid. Like, but you got to realize they're afraid. Like, it's not like I won't say hate, but we have to be look at you for what you are. You see what I'm
And
saying? Like, man, hold on. Let me just
yeah,
touch on
go,
this right here. Let me just
go ahead,
finish
bro.
the point because you are like bigger than like I think the conversation is going. Because if I look at you, I'm like, if I'm one of them, like this motherfucker is Lux, T Top Mook, and all these motherfuckers wrapped in one. You see what I'm saying? Like we see this. So I wouldn't call a rapper a hater in this sense. I would call him like smart to say, hell no. Why the fuck would I let Danny Myers fuck my career up? And hold on, I just want to give another point. And being is you are a goat. So heavy is the head that wears the crown. We all know this, right? I'm just
Right.
if we look at it. So when they see a person, you are in your prime. It ain't like you a goat and on your down end. You know what I mean? Like you excelling, you that good already a goat, perfected the rebuttal, perfected the angle, perfected the scheme, and you're going up. So why every rapper should be afraid of that to me, just to me in a business sense. And when I looked at the year you had, everybody looked at you that you had champion of the year in the bag, like before Real Sick, like
Right.
understood, pure, and you being who you are.
people were emotionally engaged in you. You know what I mean? Like we all were rooting for you. And
Right.
when we saw you lose to Real Sikh, see, it's not that we took Real Sikh like, oh, he bodied you or da 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 da. We know your ability. See, we don't look at it like, oh, Danny just choked because we know you can rebuttal. We know you can scheme. We know, I feel like you can come up with a whole round, not writing it, and it would have been more fire than whatever Real Sikh said, just to me. So it's like when I look at, just say if a team come in, just say how the Chiefs come in. The Chiefs can beat Tom Brady. They can beat the best teams. But if they lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Raiders, and the Broncos, they're going to get shot down even more. You see what I'm saying? Like they're ranking. You see what I'm saying? No matter who they beat this big, you know what I mean? In far as like the way people play, I wouldn't call people haters or nothing like that, but I feel like certain conversations don't put you as big as you are. You know what I mean? Like you are up there. You know what I'm saying? The heavy is the head that wears the crown. And I don't think the media is
But
looking at it like, oh well,
also though,
but
also and to piggyback off of the point you just made in terms of being as big as I never really came in here trying to be, and so a lot of that is on me. A lot of that is my
facts.
on me because I didn't come in saying, "Yo, I'm the most popular." I just came in saying I'm the best. That's really what it was from my PG battle with J Rail. I'm calling out Lux and niggas was in the room laughing and shit. I remember that shit. Like Mickey Fags, Jazz a rapper. I'm calling out Lux. Hey, who the fuck is this nigga? They laughing
Oh,
and I
let,
took
let
that
me
shot
ask
at
you this
Lux.
right here, Dan.
So,
Let
so
me ask you just one.
go ahead, go
Can
ahead.
I ask you this?
Hey, my nigga, you
Wh-
been
uh,
asking a lot of questions. Hold on one second, dog.
Hold
I
up,
just
come
came
on,
to
bro,
get
come
your.
on,
Yeah,
quick,
facts.
come on,
Hey,
quick.
hey, hey,
Tony, you
yeah.
went
You was
from
like, let
one
me get my point
question.
off, and you went for 5 minutes, real quick.
Okay, quiz,
Danny, I
bro.
just, I just
Bro,
want to.
this man lying.
I'm damn, baby. Hey, look, I just came in here real quick, Danny. I wanted to give you your flowers, man. You had an awesome year, a wonderful fucking year. I know I give you flowers in private. We had those conversations, but just publicly on the stage, man, you had a fire year, man, and I wish you the best for this year, man. That's it.
Appreciate you. Again, thank everybody that for even being on here. I only did this space just because I was on my YouTube live. They requested that I do a space, so y'all know I don't be doing
Yeah,
this
the
shit.
space is
I don't
much
even,
more engaging now.
yeah, right. I get it. But I don't be really doing this shit. The thing is, I never was like in the pool table. I never sat at the pool table. I wasn't chilling and hanging out with all the. I was just like a lone wolf, lone gunner, just saying, nigga, where these rap niggas at? Okay, yeah, you got more views. You got a bigger fan base. You're more popular. You got this and that. When it comes to the rapping part, because that's really what I came in here for. I came in the game to prove that I was the best at this part of it. I might not be like the most. I'm not good with the fashion and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the rap.
Right,
Some of these guys, and here's the thing: some of these guys have that it factor. Some of them have it. Surf has it. Arsenal has it. You know, some of these guys just have that aura, and some people don't have it. Either you got it or you don't. It is one or another. So it's like just you kind of got to stick to what you do, stick to your lane, and master what you're doing, and not really try to be somebody else. Because then now you faking the phone. You faking the phone when you
right,
trying to be what the next man do. Oh, cause see what works for these niggas, it ain't gonna work for everybody. You know, when even
right.
even
You
when it
have
comes to the
to,
rapping
if you're
part,
not being, yeah, if you're not being yourself,
yeah.
then it's gonna come off
As corny
as
and
forced.
disingenuous. It's fucking fake at the end of the day. And I never was a fake dude in no part of my life. So
But
and then
bro,
Right,
can I
and
say
then
this?
that you have but here's the thing, real quick. It's almost like you have to take on some type of character in battle rap. And that's why they always liken it to WWE, because like you gotta have the Ric Flair or the Bret Hitman Hart. You gotta be one of these characters in this shit. And I just can't be a character. I am what even my rap name is my real name, bro. I didn't even have a rap name, nigga. Like I came in, Danny Myers, like this is me. This is who I am. I rap. All that
Now,
other
bro,
shit,
can I say
y'all
this?
can do that. Y'all can have that.
Hey, I think she had his hand up or whatever. Go ahead, she. What's up, Brody?
Good afternoon to Doc. Good afternoon to Danny Myers. Danny the Myers, man. How you doing,
Danny
brother?
the Myers. That nigga Smack be crazy. That nigga Smack give
Hey,
everybody a new name, don't he?
man.
Don't you know? me and this nigga Danny go back and forth all the time, but truly I think the nigga is inspiring as hell, man, for somebody to like shake narratives, shake this bullshit ass like whatever it is they had on Danny, I never believed it because writers respect writers. So when you strip everything away, you look at the material, you look at the
Facts.
content, and I think Danny Myers has always had a top notch pen. Whatever narrative they just try to put on you, it becomes. I think this shit is kind of weird and it's kind of whack for real because depending on who says something about you can stick on you for whatever. And I
Yeah.
just think that's just ass. But
Oh my God.
Danny has, Danny has always been one of the ones. If y'all ever see me go back and forth with somebody, it's because I truly respect their craft. Like, so I just wanted to give my shout outs to Danny Myers, man. I think the nigga is a excellent MC, man. He's definitely somebody. Seeing him acquire the freestyle ability and just apply it every battle like that is really inspirational. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to acquire that type of ability. So shout out to Danny Myers, man, for doing all that you doing, man. One day I'm gonna clip you.
For sure. For sure. I'll give you a trophy for that too. Um
Yeah, that, man.
yeah, you get a trophy for that. But listen, yeah, like you said, depending on who says that, it could stick with you. So and I'm glad you brought that up. So here comes the 12K. Let's do this. Mickey Fax, K Shine, probably been a couple others, went on Vlad TV and said T Rex stole $12,000 from Danny Myers, and that is where the narrative, that fake ass false shit, was born. It was born right there, and it's because K Shine and Mickey Fax are saying this shit on Vlad. You know what I mean? It's like now it's true. It's true because they said it on this platform, and the shit was never true. That's the whole crazy part. And so from that point on, here comes this 12K angle that, first of all, was always fake in the beginning, and it never won nobody a battle against me. Like nobody ever beat me with a 12K angle, which is like, why do y'all still do this? Why do you niggas still do this 12K shit and it's not winning? It doesn't win because it was fake in the first place. That's the crazy part. So so like he said, that like he just that was a great point. Like it depends on who say what, and it can stick with you. Like that narrative can really stick with you. But I'm also one of them niggas that shit don't work on. Niggas bring up, oh, your wife was a drug addict, your wife was a crackhead. What nigga won the battle by saying that? Even Mike P himself says, yeah, my second round was monumental, but Danny clearly beat me round 1 and 3.
I mean, yeah, he definitely
The
lost.
nigga, the nigga who did it the best,
That's a fact.
the man who did it the best, still lost. This is the point I'm making. You niggas do all this 12K and your wife drugged out, all this shit, and still lose. Why even do it? Because it's almost like you niggas cannot go bar for bar, so
I was
they
about to say
attack
that.
me.
Right.
Niggas will try to attack me with angles
That's a fact.
and personals to break me down or make me look a certain way in front of
Big
the fans,
facts.
and it's not working. It don't work. You're not gonna beat me with nothing. I would think you would figure like, okay, this shit didn't work for my piece, so why I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And then, I was surprised that Rock. Well, I probably wasn't surprised that Rock did the 12K angle and then the Vicky or your wife's crackhead angle. And it's like, bro, this didn't work for the last 50 niggas. It's not gonna work for you just because you're a Tay Rock. Like
Yo, those
you
rebuttals though, God, Lee.
you
I
gotta
think I think as an
right.
MC, I think as an MC, Danny, just being like your opponent, you fuck around and you have the intentions of, all right, I'm gonna do this with Danny, I'm gonna do that. But then when your pencil gets to that pad and you sitting there like, damn, because people don't really understand that not only do you have to say something new and fresh, you got to say something that that previous opponents have not said before.
Facts,
So
facts.
my Myers flips that I had in my head might
Hmm.
somebody might have just said that last week and it could have been effective. So when you start stripping away what can you say, you start thinking, well, Danny, that's when you get dumbass bars like DANNY. You start getting dumb bars like
Facts.
that, because people just can't really come up or creatively.
Right.
Me, the type of nigga I
Niggas
am,
wildin'.
before I
But
put in all of that energy into trying to think about what Danny hasn't heard, I'm gonna give you a general or a universal something that's like, oh my god, like this could have went for anybody.
Right.
I just
but
think that
depending on
people
who
tend to
say
run
it,
out of
she depending on who say it
Right.
is will determine the effectiveness of it too.
That's a
You
fact.
get what I'm saying? Like,
Cause some niggas will say a bar that nigga said already, but if it's a top tier nigga, they gonna spaz the fuck out.
Yeah,
or the bar could
I
just
can't
be
blame
ass.
the casual fan for not knowing the Ice battle. You know what I'm saying? If Ice
Facts.
say something against Danny that was that was fire, but then you get a motherfucker who only watch URL that don't watch anything else.
Right.
It's on caffeine, and then when that come across, it's like, damn, but Ice said that shit. It's like they didn't get to see it, so I understand sometimes.
DNA.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, I understand sometimes, that somebody just said DNA. DNA said when it's real, you can tell, you can see it in their eyes. That nigga Swervo literally said that in caffeine and he judged it.
Facts.
It's just certain things that happen. It's like you
Yeah.
can't control it if somebody didn't tune in. You can't control it, man. It's ass, but I think it's important as the MC on the other side to just a small defense. Heard it. Heard
Right.
that before. Heard it.
Right.
Heard it.
Absolutely.
And just keep it moving. Just keep it moving.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah. Again, I just started this thing because I was just kind of like I'm not a surf fan per se, but I definitely appreciated the fact that he brought 9 crazy rounds his last 9 rounds. I appreciated it. But for him to come in at the tail end of the year and then you just kind of bypass niggas that was here at the start of the year, I don't know, man. It didn't sit well with me. And I'll just have to, get him on that stage and shut him down too. That's gonna be another 30, by the way. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
just go ahead and
Like
put.
I'll just take it out on him.
Oh,
You feel me?
so hey, and Danny, I'm gonna say this to you too. I think it's a few speakers in here that can attest to this. 6A, Jameer, She, Boss Lady, Brenton, Johnny Ice. I actually made a list. Going into the Tay Rock battle, that's why he laughing. Going into the Tay Rock battle, I had a list of people just saying crazy shit.
That's a
He has
fact.
an
You know what
It
I'm
actual
was the
saying?
notebook
dumbest. It was the
of
dumbest shit.
everything people are saying. He got an actual notepad of a
Yeah,
bunch
a
of people
whole
saying
list.
dumb shit. He actually
Like
read
like
the
saying
shit
That
like
off.
say,
shit
like
was
saying
hilarious.
Yeah.
what you mean? Like saying what?
So okay, let me give you an example. So let's say like a week
He was
before the
waiting
Tay
for you
Rock
to
battle.
say that.
So
Yeah,
so
go ahead, put it on the
so
jumbotron.
so a week
Hey,
before. So
Danny,
let's
you
say
gonna
like a
preach
week
this
You
before the
said
shit.
battle.
observe.
Somebody we was in the Twitter space and somebody said, "Man, that Danny shit is just like it's too like. What can he really say to Tay Rock? What can he do with Rock? Rock 3-0 clear, Danny ass and
Wow.
this and that." So I
Wow.
would be like, okay. So I'd be like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna argue with you, but I'm going ahead and write their Twitter handle down as well as what their comments was in my iPhone notepad. So after the battle, I said, "Hey, actually, I got something that I want to read to you. Some notes. You know what I'm saying? So starting today,
Right.
I'm taking surf notes. So if anybody got anything to say,
Right.
you know what
Please.
I'm saying? This
Please.
note
Feel
is gonna
free.
Yo,
be
The
documented.
floor is
He
Doc, why
yours.
gonna
you didn't
The
tell
document it,
me?
floor is
Doc, why you
yours.
didn't
motherfucker.
let me know you was gonna do that, bro? I was
Brent,
waiting for
Brent,
you
look,
exactly.
after
look,
that.
He
Brenton.
documented that
I had to
motherfucker.
keep it a
Right.
secret. I
The,
had to keep it a secret. You know
Hey,
what
yeah.
I'm saying?
The
Brendan just
floor
brought it
is
I'm,
up.
all
He's
yours for everybody that
I'm
got
talking about
so
when you
thoroughly.
reminded them what they said after the battle. I wish I could
Oh,
have
you
been
was
there.
in the space a couple times when I read some people's
Yeah,
shit. You don't
yeah.
remember?
I
I
was there
told
as
niggas,
well.
man, them rounds was on,
That's funny as
man.
hell,
Nah,
dog.
literally, Doc can't. Literally, when I entered the space, Doc was already asking motherfuckers why they had Tay Rock over Danny. He asked me. I kept it simple. He's like, "She, why? Who do you have, Danny versus Tay Rock?" I said, "Danny Myers." He said, "Why?" I said, "Simple. He raps better." That's it. I left
Yeah.
it straight at that.
Yeah.
He
I told
raps
niggas.
better. I
And
just kept it at
mhm.
that. Nothing else. When you strip everything away, bar for bar,
Right.
cadence, freestyle, it's rapping. He raps better. Like when you dissect the rhyming of it. And when I was looking at it that way, I was like, there's no way. I think Rock can battle. He can battle rap his ass off. But lyricist,
That's a
I never
fact.
gave Rock that type of title, man. I never gave respectfully though.
And Danny can
Snoop
battle
Dogg.
and be a lyricist.
Snoop
Nah,
Dogg.
this
Yeah.
hey, this was the one that got me. A motherfucker said this. Sorry, y'all, I'm eating. A motherfucker was like, well, Tay Rock beat Chilla. What makes you think he can't beat Danny? I said,
Yeah,
Chilla?
I heard that too.
Chilla.
Chilla.
Nigga's
Wait,
crazy.
wait, wait. We're not gonna play on Chiller name.
No, no, no.
So
It's
Cut it
not.
out, man.
It's not that we playing
it's
Chilla,
Danny
but
Hey,
Anwar.
Myers,
boy,
man.
But you
Let
can't
let
hey,
compare.
Did you see
No, no,
Danny
no.
versus Chilla?
You
Yeah,
can't
it ain't no
compare
playing
Danny and
Chilla,
Chilla.
Anwar.
This is what
Anwar,
I
you
be
know me. I
saying,
don't.
man.
right,
Yeah, no, but
Anwar, I don't
Niggas is
It's
violate.
crazy.
Danny fucking Myers, bro. Come
Hold
hey,
on,
on.
hold on,
you did
Anwar. You
you
listen,
know
did the
me. I
Soldier
don't
Boy
violate, bro.
Chiller.
Yeah,
I was bringing up Chiller. Cut it
but
out.
nah, but that's no basis to say that Tay Rock is going to beat Danny by bringing up the fact that he beat Chilla. Them is
right.
two
That's
different.
that's what
Them is
I.
two different battles.
That's what I
Exactly,
was.
exactly.
So yeah, because
Fact.
The
I saw
easiest
That's a
that.
way,
I
fact.
saw people saying that. I was like, it was like, yo, well, he already beat Chilla, and Chilla one of them pin niggas. And Rock himself said he was like, yo, y'all see what I do to them pin niggas? But I'm like, bro, you know how much other shit I do? I don't just like
battle rap,
pin and
you
bro.
can't.
I
I'm gonna
do
use Tony Bro
everything,
phrase.
literally.
You can't use transient properties in battle rap. Battle rapper A beats battle rapper B. That doesn't mean that since battle rapper B beat battle rapper C, that A can beat C. Like it doesn't work that way. Every battle is
It's
different. Like
different.
you
Everyone
look,
is different,
yeah,
right?
like Danny just brought up angles, right? And just saying, like, you know what I mean, it's something that people use against him. Everybody in the culture remembers Mike P second round versus Danny, right? But nobody remembers the first and third. Danny won the battle first and third. Mike P, I'm not gonna lie, he dropped a nuclear bomb in that second, but that was the
Absolutely.
only round he won. And that doesn't mean so. So Danny Myers beat
But I
Mike
still
P in
remember
that battle,
Danny won the battle though.
right? But that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So Danny Myers beat Mike P, right? That doesn't mean that because Real Sick, well, technically that didn't work because Real Sick beat Mike P too. So I fucked up my analogy there. But the point is that like transient properties don't work. To say, Danny beat Chilla, that means that he can beat Rock. Now again, I had Rock going in as well. So, I take my lumps. But I wasn't talking crazy because I know Danny's ability. And the thing with Danny is it's like, all right, Gnome was his first quote unquote real big look, in my opinion, and he dropped the ball. So it's like, all right, now he's getting another big look at to start the year off. I don't think that he's going to play. I think Danny's going to be 100%. And then, if I'm not mistaken, you had the other battle that you didn't do leading up to it, the Joan on Battle Academy. It's like he's going to take full advantage of this opportunity. If Tay Rock slips up at all, Danny's going to get him. Like that was how it is.
Yeah.
And I was wrong. Danny beat Tay Rock at 100%. So there's nothing like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it just goes that way. Danny is one of those guys, man.
That's
I'm not,
old people, man.
although,
Oh,
accept your loss to Drito. Because I mean, you talked about a
Oh
whole bunch of
shit.
stuff up here today, but you from you
You so
from that
stupid.
from that pull up on a nigga block. You want to tell that story or do you want me? Because I'm just saying,
What
hey
story?
Doc, where
I
you
don't
at,
know. I
Doc?
don't know what
Ask
you.
Danny about
I
that.
Wait,
know.
wait. What happened? What happened?
I know nothing of what you
Go ahead,
speak.
Danny.
This
Put
is
them two
false.
put them two sticks to his chest.
Hey,
Put them two sticks to his chest like Rice Gang.
hey,
You want to tell that story?
video or it didn't happen. twist the
No, man,
twist the
it's
clip
lit.
out. Now shout out to Drake. But yeah,
I
man.
did want to respond to Jameer real quick though, because I've been waiting on this one. I'm sorry, my bad. It was a lot of speakers. When Jameer was
Hmm.
bringing up his point earlier, when you made a statement that I have to disagree with. You said Danny losing to Real Sick was weighed heavier because it was Danny than it would have
Yeah.
been versus somebody else. I disagree. I think what happened is, and I think Danny would attest to this, it's not necessarily that he lost the Real Sick, it was the manner. We've never seen Danny Myers quit.
Right.
Right,
Never seen that.
Never
The
seen
only
Danny
other
right.
time
Myers quit.
Yeah, like I
the
said, I
other
should
time that
have.
I could think about somebody, right? You should have
I
tried,
should
but
have
the
not.
thing
No,
is,
no,
I
no,
get
no.
it.
I should have not even went to the battle. I was dealing with social workers coming in my house, snatching my kids out the
Real
week
life.
of the week of the
Real life,
battle,
man.
going to
Just say
court.
real life. People don't need the details.
Yeah, I'm just
You was
saying,
dealing
like
with
this
real
was
life.
and I'm not making no excuse, but I mentally just wasn't there. Like the material. Listen, the bars, the material, the 3 rounds that I had for Real Sick. and I need to drop them on my YouTube channel for the people that didn't.
You already did, didn't you?
I
Yeah,
did
bro.
it
I
live,
I
but
That shit was
saw him.
crazy, bro.
I think people wanted to see like the rounds individually by themselves. So yeah, I'll drop that. But I would have won the battle. I'm gonna just say that. And I really honestly God feel
That's
like
a fact.
if Sick were to get any round, it maybe probably would have been a third. But honestly, God, I would have won the battle. I just mentally wasn't there. I was like, damn, man, there's so much shit going on at the house. And I'm like, and then it's like, I imagine Danny Meyer says, and me and Real Sick was the most anticipated battle on the known. Like, let's not
By
get that
far.
fucked up. That was everybody's battle tonight. From all the bloggers, from the fans. I'm telling you, niggas was like, yo, this is the one we want to see. So imagine Danny saying, yo, I'm gonna cancel the Real Sick battle. On. Niggas would have been like, wait, what? You finally get a fucking norm and you cancel it? You backed
Right,
out? You ducked Real
right.
Sick? So I'm like, nah,
That's what it
I'm
would have
I'm a
been.
I'm
They
a
would have said
soldier.
you
Nah,
duck.
fuck it. I could do it. I'm a soldier through this shit. I could get it done. I'ma do it. I'ma do this shit. I'ma do it. I get up there and start blanking out. And it was like, once I blanked out in the first round, and I'm telling you, my material was like A1. And it's like, yeah. So I knew after the second round, I knew if I had started my third round, I would have probably spit like 4 to 6 bars in choke. That's why I was
Do you
like,
wish you would
that's
have
why I was like,
do
you
you
know
wish
what?
you would
Let's
have
just
just
stop
canceled?
wasting every. Yeah, I would. I think I would have rather had canceled and pushed it back to another card than to have lost in that manner where
Hmm.
I'm giving him basically a freebie. Like this is a free one. Like you can have this battle. That's really what it was. Like you got it. You the better man today. You know what I mean?
And
Even
ultimately,
though
I don't think that was great for him either.
no,
Um.
no, and I feel bad. I feel bad because it wasn't his fault. None of that shit was him.
Hmm.
He had a job to do. He came did his job. And I always say a win is a win. It don't matter if you body bag the nigga or your man choke all 3 rounds or you barely edged it out by 1 point. A win is a win, and you just take the win and move on with your life. And that's really what. But as an MC, as a warrior that he is, I know that he didn't want it like that because it comes with an asterisk. It comes with the what if. It comes with the yo,
Hmm.
yeah, you beat Danny, but I don't know, my nigga. Like that nigga Danny was
Yeah.
cooking. Like
Uh huh.
so
Yeah.
So look,
he
my
don't
question.
want that. He don't want that. Like yeah, I beat Danny, but it's a what if there. You know what I mean? That's why everybody
So
want to see us running back and all this and that and the third. But I'm like, nah, he won. Just let it. Let's just move on. And I think honestly, I bounced right back. It didn't take me 4 to 5 battles to get it right. I came right
You had
back with
5 battles straight.
nigga. I went right from there to the Jada Nightwing shit. And then at that time in June, that was like June, July. Yeah, July. It was like, yo, this is like battle of the year right now. Like Danny and Jada Nightwing in on the
Facts.
Born Legacy
facts.
Northwest. Niggas like, yo, this shit is crazy. And that was my bounce back battle right after. Niggas didn't appreciate it. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to Philly. Me and E Ness, me and Bill Collector. You know what I'm saying? Like me and this nigga, me and that nigga.
Hmm.
I was even me and Tink 2-on-2, my first ever 2-on-2. First ever 2-on-2, man. Like we up there, we worked. We worked. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
me
So
and royalty.
so
Hey, Danny, look, me and royalty was in a clubhouse room the night of that card. When y'all did the 2-on-2,
Yeah.
and it's over 100 people, well over 100 people in this room, and we like, yeah, Danny and Tank is gonna be too much. Ace and Swamp doesn't even make sense. They telling us, shut the fuck up. Y'all don't know battle rap. Who
Wow.
is this fake doctor guy? Who is royalty? Blah 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 blah. By the end of that motherfucker
The niggas, the whole tune change. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
they kicked us out the room. They kicked
Yeah.
me out.
I
I
was
was in
in
there.
there
so
talking
I
big
got
shit.
so Danny, I got a question. I got a question for Danny and Doc, the host and co-host. So my frustration with the Champion of the Year panel, which I don't want that job because it's a hard job. It's very subjective, and they have to do a lot of work to ensure that they figure out who is the Champion of the Year. I feel like Danny should have been ranked higher and this is the reason why. Going into the Real Sick battle, it was a narrative that was around the culture that everybody was saying that Danny may have not lost a round. And
Right.
he was
Facts.
over 12 battles in, if
Right.
I'm not mistaken.
No, he was
Right?
12-0 in rounds.
Yeah, 12
That's
rounds,
what
but
it was.
also,
Yeah, 12 and 0 in round.
and not to mention the rounds that were off of URL. I like they didn't even count them rounds that I was doing.
Facts.
So it was like, yeah, man, I was definitely on a crazy little streak.
Right? And then the Real Sick battle happened, which we all know. I don't want to like dwell on that too much. Real Sick did his job. You know, it is what it is. And after that, you can argue once again. Maybe he didn't lose a round after that. So it's just like,
Facts.
all right. So if that's the case, right? And he lost one time, let's say that's a 30. We can put him and A Ward against each other resumes. A Ward got 30 this year. Are we gonna say A Ward had a better
Excel,
year because
yep.
he yep, by excels? Are we gonna
All right.
say that A Ward gets to leapfrog Danny Myers, who A Ward has lost rounds this year, leapfrogs Danny Myers? Like that was my thing. Like if we're gonna
So,
say wins and losses, someone like for instance, this narrative was for Surf. Surf is 9-0 in 90 days against great competition. He deserves to be top 5 Coty. Well, Danny Myers was 12-0 going up into the Real Sick battle, and even after that, is he could you can argue that he's never lost a round after that.
33
So
legends.
all right. So let me
Right.
counter your point, right, and ask this question. If we only take the two losses, right? Let's just A Ward's loss to XL, clear 30. Danny's loss to Real Sick,
hmm
clear 30. Would you say that those two losses are the same loss, or is one
I
loss
felt
quote unquote worse than the other?
uh
I
I
feel
feel
like
like it's
so
still
but
a
check
loss.
me out. Check me out. Me not listen. Here's my take on that. Niggas, you tell me niggas spit they rounds and still lost. That's the difference. That's saying what you actually wrote down was weaker than what your opponent wrote. You understand what I'm saying? I think that weighs more. Where you actually got all your shit off and still lost 3-0. I'm a
And,
nigga
and
So,
who didn't. I probably rapped maybe 40% of my material. So you're weighing up somebody who got it off 100% of their shit and still lost versus somebody who didn't even rap. I didn't even rap a bar out of my third. So it's like
right. I
the difference
I think it's
is it's more like a nigga get a freebie. Like it's easier to win when your opponent not rapping than for you to your bars
right,
beat
but I
somebody who is rapping.
But let's
right,
not
but
forget.
I
Let's
think
not forget that a lot of people were saying that first round against Real Sick. If you would have just stopped, you would have won the first round. I just wanted to say
Absolutely.
that.
Even
it's
to
a
like
fact.
60% of my first round, I could have stopped 60% at the 60% mark and still won the first. That's how powerful my rounds for Real Sick were. I could have won the first round with just only saying a little bit over half of the round.
Hey
This is
Danny.
this is
And
what I'm
and
saying. So when you look at I wouldn't have lost. That's the difference. Like had I the thing is, I get my material off, I win the battle. That's straight up. We're talking about versus other niggas who got their whole rounds off. That's why when it was like that's body bag of the year, I'm just kind of like I see it one way. I can understand it because they're like, okay, Real Sick body bag Danny Myers, but it's like Danny Myers more so body bagged himself.
That was the
right.
dodge
I think
bullet of the year.
what
There we
happened
go.
was
That's the dodge.
happened was
Dodge
what
bullet.
we had the job of. I get what you're saying. Somebody who doesn't rap versus and loses versus somebody who raps their heart out and
And
loses.
still lose.
Um, the thing is, again, it goes back to the manner though. Like the quit was weighed heavier,
Right.
and it's because it's like you know what I
I
mean.
get it.
It's so that's why that was what I felt, and I know Black said that as well. So I don't want to speak for all 9 panel members
But
because
but I'm gonna
that wouldn't be
accept it.
fair
I'm
to
gonna
me.
tell you what.
But I
I'm
know
gonna
for
tell you what.
me,
I'm gonna accept it. I'm gonna accept the body bag of the year. And the reason why I'm gonna say that is because I remember I think it was kind of like Miss Burke versus KCJ. I remember
Yeah,
Miss Merck just kind of choked all 3 rounds, and
yeah,
KCJ wigged out. But the difference is, hold on though, I will say there's a difference. The difference is, watch this. And I watch this. First of all, KCJ she wigged the fuck out all 3 rounds. KCJ wigged out. Miss Merck, she choked. But when Miss Merck was rapping, she was saying some shit too. She was saying some shit. So I don't know how that battle goes and Miss Merck get her material up. But either way it goes, it's a body bag. Miss Merck got bodied. So even when you choke and don't get your shit off, it still has to constitute as a body bag. That's why I said I accept it. You know what I mean? Because I was
yeah.
even calling it a
And
body bag. But then here,
body
but
bag of the
check me
year. Oh
out.
yeah,
But
that's right. Real Sick did
yeah, he
win that,
got it.
right? I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
verse on me. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing.
Yeah, no. The thing is, because I had for me the body bag of the year was
But watch this
between
though. Watch this.
Where's Luke Castro
Watch this.
bronze,
Check
bro?
me out. Watch this. After the battle, since then, the story is Danny Myers choking and quitting, and not Real Sick wigged out to another level we never seen
right.
before. Now, when I ask you, what are Real Sick's top 5 bars from that battle? I mean, like what was Six top 5 bars?
Nobody knows
This is
none.
that's
Nobody
the point
know.
All,
I'm.
all,
No,
This
nobody
is the
on
knows.
point I'm
everything I don't
making.
remember.
Right.
This is the point I'm making. It's not so much that he went crazy on me that I would have lost anyway. Like had I got my but to me a body bag is there's no way out of this. Like even if you got your shit off, you still was finna lose. That's where it's like you
Right.
nigga, there was nothing you could have done. There was nothing you could have done versus that. You understand what I'm saying? And it was like so it's more so Danny,
Somebody
yeah,
got
Danny
COVID.
choking.
Yo,
Yeah.
Yeah,
there you
yeah,
go.
drink some water, nigga, drink some water. So Danny, Danny chokes and then Real Sick just completes his rounds. It's
Yo,
not like
Right.
so when they say body bag, that's where you feel me. It's almost like what do you like?
so so Danny, I know you said you're just gonna let the battle be what it is. What if Real Sick wants to spin the block on that because of how it went
No,
down?
I really don't want to. I really don't want to. I really don't want to, man, because it's almost it's almost like see nigga. Because here's the thing. Check me out.
It was like, it's
Okay,
no
yeah,
point.
it's really
It's
no
like
point.
I was
Now,
gonna do this
here's the thing.
anyway.
Okay, now I battle
Real
Real
shit.
Sick and then I beat him. Now it's almost like we're gonna take away the original win that you did have. You see what I'm saying? Like this just proves that if Danny had got through his shit, you couldn't beat him. You're not gonna beat Danny.
Which is why he might want to run it back one day
To
because I
prove
know he's a
to
competitor.
prove that he could have beat me even if I got my shit off. So then what? So now let's say I win the next one. Now it's 1-1. Now it's almost like we gotta, because now it's the story isn't closed yet. Because it's like okay, well yeah, you beat me that time, but I still beat you the first time. Now it's like we gotta do
I
another
just don't.
a tiebreaker.
It. I mean,
Yeah.
it. I just don't think it's like. I don't think it don't make any
Yeah,
sense.
it
Like
doesn't. It
as
was what it
far as
was. Yeah, it
where.
was what it was. Like when KCJ,
Yeah.
It's
When
just
Miss
like
Merck choked, did they run it back? No, you just move on. You know, you lost.
It's like surf.
it's like equivalent to LeBron losing in 2011 and then going back after that, winning back to back. Like sometimes it
You're just
happens.
gonna lose.
Or no, it's like no, it's like Surf versus Nitty. Like Surf ain't gonna battle Nitty again just because Surf choked in the third. Like it's just not
Right.
happening. Like it's not
And
happening. It's
besides,
like they had their battle.
before I do that, I mean, I feel like there's other battles that I can do that I haven't done yet, or even a 3 rounder versus Geechee Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Geechee,
Facts.
that was a crazy 1 rounder. All right, let's do a 3 round on the riot. Danny Myers versus Geechee Gotti in a full 3 round battle where we both get the rebuttal and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather do that before I run it back with Real Sick. You understand what I'm saying? And that's no shade to Real Sick.
Yeah.
And or even me versus Rum Nitty rematch. You know what I mean? Like That it just was what it was. And again, shout out to
Right.
Real Sick. No shade to him, but again, the story me choking is bigger than him getting his actual 3 rounds off. Me choking is the story of that battle. It's not like the story is Real Sick went to a level that we never seen before, and nobody in the world could have beat that. So it was like, yeah, it's like a freebie. I gave you a free one. You got away with it. It is what it is. Now you get body bag of the year, and we just move on. It's not that big of a deal. It's like, okay, cool, no hard feelings. I just really was tripping on Surf just kind of moving ahead of certain other battlers with the 3 performances
Yeah.
at the
And so
end of the
that's what
year. That's all this was about.
that's what I was saying, Danny. Like how does that work for one battler but doesn't work for the
It's
rest? So if that
popularity
was the
and
thing,
narratives, popularity, and just power. It's politics.
Yeah.
It's favoritism. It's all those
Yeah.
things that just kind of got to be corrected. But we can't correct it because battle rap, just like any other thing, can be corrupted and can be swayed and will always be political. I didn't know that part when I got in the actual league, the organized battle rap and shit. When we came from the streets and all that shit, I didn't know that part of it was involved, like politics and favoritism and
And
certain.
this is why I say it's a slap in the face, bro. Because look, this is why I say it's a slap in the face. You got Mike Tyson in his prime. He's kicking everybody's ass. He got diarrhea this day. He throws the fight like, bro, I can't fight, man. My stomach. I got these cramps.
Right.
There's no way I can fight. And then the person that won that fight gets a accolade for that. You don't get an accolade for that. I'm sorry. Not when you did Who Am I? Not when you did what you did to Kid Chaos. And not to mention every battle you went in, everybody said you was gonna lose. I watched all the bloggers go on the site. I watched all the predictions. Every battle you did last year. Danny, I don't think Danny's gonna get him. Kid Chaos, he's new, he's fresh. You heard his wordplay, you heard his schemes, the way he do. Danny can't see that. Then you go in and 30 this man. Then you do this
And then
repeatedly. You break a record and you get body bag of the year. No, bro,
Suge,
slap in the face.
Arsenal, right? They're like, oh, Arse gonna kill Danny. Suge gonna kill Danny. All this shit is be like, Rock gonna kill Danny. It's like, when is these niggas gonna learn to stop betting against me? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
it,
I've
I
been
want
here
them to
10
keep
years, right?
doing it.
I've been here 10 years. Never one time have you seen Danny Myers spit his 3 rounds and clearly lost.
I want them to keep betting against you.
Right.
Um, I,
Looking like, right.
I like the I like
It's
because
like,
you are
I'm
my
the
favorite battle
underdog
rapper.
stories. I
You know,
appreciate it too,
and
by the way.
I prefer it. No, for sure. I prefer it. I like being able to rant after you kick somebody's
Like, I
ass.
told you,
I
dumbass
love it,
niggas. I told you. Put
bro.
my
And
cash app.
Brenton, what happened? Brenton, what happened right after the Danny battle? Tell him what happened.
Yeah,
That,
you was.
exactly. Yeah, we told him. I was like, yeah, we told y'all. It was really quiet in that chat.
Yeah, nah, and it was a whole lot of it was a whole lot of. But shut up, bitch. I'm
Right.
violating. I'm, I'm violating.
Nah, you right.
Like,
You right, though. They can keep it how it is. Like, keep that same energy. Like when you see Danny Myers versus Serve, you see Danny Myers versus Lux. I want them same polls to be that way. 80%.
so Surface, that's who you want next.
I don't think that one gonna be the immediate next battle. It's gonna be somebody else before that. But
I
I want him
T Top.
after that one. You know what I'm saying? After this next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I think that makes sense too. I was telling them I think T Top will be a.
that's
I
a
think that's a
possibility.
good.
Yeah, I mean, Smack
Mhm.
said
Yeah, that'll
when I
be a
battled
good one.
Ace Amin in Oakland, Smack said on stage, like, yeah, I'm gonna do Danny and T Top at the top of the year. So we'll see how that
Mhm.
goes. Also, Lux. Lux said after that Geechee battle, y'all remember he was at the little beach or whatever. He said, "Hey, all 2022, I'm outside." All right
Mhm.
then. All right, it's a line of, it's the Daylight versus Lux. It could be Danny Myers versus Lux. Who else? Who else y'all want to see Lux battle this year?
That's about it.
Nigga said that's about
It's a
it.
fact.
Beat out. Did y'all
No,
ever see
Surf
the beat
Surf
out
got to get his.
serve? I mean, well, no, not. I'm talking about Lux.
Oh well, yeah, yeah. You beat out in
Should be
daylight,
3 battles. Like I feel like Lux should come outside
Yeah,
at least 3 times this year. You don't gotta.
and maybe
We'll
and
be back. We'll be back. Beloved Hood. We'll be back.
facts.
Hey,
I love you, Danny. I
put your
love you,
money
Danny.
on
But when
Lux,
you
man.
go against Lux, hey, you go against
They
Lux.
they do this.
It's
They do this
belovedhood.
to me every
Tough man,
time, bro.
bro, man.
And hey, what my man said he was keeping quotes on the
oh yeah, don't even worry about it. I already
get them
don't
niggas
even
Twitter
worry about it.
handles.
I already
The
wrote. I
Hey,
already,
same thing gonna happen to Lux. The same thing gonna happen to Lux that just happened to Tay Rock. And the thing
hey,
is this: if Danny, look, check this. That's another thing. Tay Rock third round, right? Nobody ain't. Why ain't it a big thing that he recycled his round?
Because
Why ain't nobody
because it's
harping on
Rock.
this?
Cause it's
because he
rock.
used. Yeah,
Yeah.
one
So
is
if
rock
Danny did it,
and
Oh, nigga, if I did it, if they look put it like this,
they would have kicked you out of. You wouldn't even have been in the ranking. They would have took this and went back to the champion of the year and said, "Nah, you know what? Because of that new battle, we got to take Danny out completely.
like if Danny
He's
gets caught
disqualified this year and
recycling,
next year."
let's imagine the hammer time shit, right? A nigga go back and say, yo, Danny said this in a phone battle back in like 2014 and he just recycled it. That should be like all over, that should be on the front page, nigga. That'd be on CNN. Danny Myers, the so-called bar guy, caught recycling. Bro,
hmm
you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, nah,
it's like
facts. I'm telling you.
niggas have a field day with me. Every single blogger, all the
Because it's
media
a
sites,
trend. It's
but
they'll
do that.
get me up out of there for that. So
so Danny, I I feel like you earned the right. If you did that to do it, but that's why Tay Rock did it because he earned the right to do it. Like he's
And
Tay Rock.
nah, but
Like
but
same
but
thing
if
with
that's the
Surf. Surf
case,
does the
if
same
that's the
shit.
case, niggas
Surf
just
used
need to
the
stop saying
Surf.
that shit then about like when Rex get up there or Twerk might get caught recycling some shit. It's like, all right, well, let them niggas all have a pass now from now on then. But it's like,
When do you earn a
why does
right?
the rule get changed when it's Rock? How come it's changed when Rock does it? Anybody else does it,
When do
Well,
they
you
give
because
earn
them
a
Surf.
they
right
give
to
them
lose your
hell.
integrity though?
I
When do
mean,
you
I'm
earn a right
saying
to lose
Surf.
your integrity?
Right.
Okay, so Sue Surf has done it 3 times this year. The Leviticus Deuteronomy bar, that's actually Chess used
which
that
was a
against
crazy
Loso.
reach.
Chess used that against Loso. Also, the Rock picked the door. That was from the X Factor battle 12 years ago, which he said. I mean, this happens all the
Well,
time. Like I
the
don't
difference
understand.
is
Like
that's like a special move. Like his lock pick,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that
that's I was
the
about to
lock
say
pick
that.
shit ain't a recycle. It's a special move. Like you
You
can do.
can't use
That's like
that.
if I
Yeah,
do parallel universe, niggas gonna say, "Oh, he
yeah,
recycled
that's a
parallel
fact.
universe." Like no, nigga, that's the special move. You can say that. That's like a strapped in or a so is Showtime.
Oh, and all y'all favorite battle rappers in the listening section use the parallel universe
Oh,
too.
absolutely,
All of
facts.
y'all,
All up, everybody though.
all of
That's
y'all
a
favorite
fact.
absolutely,
battlers. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely, absolutely,
But
All of
swear
y'all.
that shit whack though.
absolutely. So yeah, man. I ain't gonna be here too much long. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I just, like I said, man, Surf coming in the top five. It's like a nigga just sneaking in at the last few minutes of the work shift and putting in a good amount of work. Don't get me wrong. Come in, do the last amount of work. But when you say champion of the year, it don't sit right with me. Like again, the champion of the year from niggas that was cooking from January to December. That's the year. Not niggas that come in at the last quarter of the fucking year and put in a few good battles and then you're top five. That shit gotta stop.
Yo, I
Niggas gotta
respectfully
change that shit.
disagree. Respectfully, and I'm just a fan, but I disagree though.
Wait. So you're saying a nigga could come in and have 3 good battles and then you're over niggas that done put in 20 plus battles.
But you
Yeah, I'm out of here.
got to talk 90 days, right? Strength of schedule.
What
Yeah,
about
that's
niggas that
crazy.
put in this shit every 2 weeks? Like myself and
Right.
Award. You say 90
All right.
days.
Hey,
90 days. You know how many
matter of
battles
fact,
I did in a 90-day span?
let me ask
You
him this.
Fire
So,
battles too.
hey,
right.
so let me ask you this, bro. If Danny Myers did the same thing, would you have him in your top five?
Hell yeah.
If he only battled
If I
three
battle 3 times
times,
at
Danny
end of the
Danny
year,
should be in the top 5 right now.
okay,
He ain't in the
okay.
top 5 for them on the panel because of Sick.
Hmm.
That was literally it.
So I just respectfully, bro, I just don't feel like three is enough. Only because I feel like people have a longer resume that you can argue is also better.
Where was
You know
Chess?
what I'm saying?
Chess was
That
Chess.
Hey, easy. Look easy.
No,
Man.
I
Easy's tough. Easy deserved it to me. Where was Chess?
yeah, I'm
Was
not.
he 4 or 5?
Chess was.
Chet shouldn't be
I
top
think he was
five.
He right.
six.
You 33 legends are should.
Hold on. Let me look where Chess was at.
Yeah, but
Chess was number 6, DNA was number 7, and you was number
see,
8.
that's crazy. That
Chess should have been below DNA and Danny.
Chess
To
should be
me,
below DNA and Danny.
yeah, DNA's
I
resume
don't
kind
know
of
about that, bro.
DNA resume kind of crazy,
DNA
bro.
resume crazy and Danny, bro. That last
But
battle was
Chess's
fucking
impact was crazy too.
insane.
He had two arguably battle of the years, bro. Like
I agree. That,
I think only one of those was really arguable. Nobody
okay,
only
nobody
fair
one.
enough,
really
fair
thinks
enough.
Chaos and Chess was a battle of the year for
No, no,
real.
no, no.
Facts,
I was
Doc.
talking about
easy,
Chess and
Facts.
Loso, Chess and Loso, and then Chess and Easy to Block Captain.
Oh,
easy, yeah.
Chess and Loso.
Chess and easy.
Yeah,
Mm, I ain't mad at
But
that.
Danny would have been top 5
I can
easy, maybe
I
top
can
3.
understand why Chess and Loso wouldn't be battle of the year, but like that's that's a top 5 battle is what I'm saying.
You could
So
argue it. You could definitely argue it. You
so
could
I'm saying
argue it.
like Chess's
I was
impact,
surprised they
like
weren't talking about Danny and Rock battle of the year.
What that's this year.
that wasn't next year. That was, I mean,
That's
Yeah,
this
but
year.
that's
Oh, my
that.
bad.
That's starting
Okay,
at the start of 2022.
yeah, they're gonna forget
I
about
yeah.
that
I
shit.
would like to see them add lyricists of the year to the accolades when they give out. So when you got body bag
Yeah.
of the year and
Yep.
shit like that, what about the niggas that's actually spitting the dopest shit? Like, why is there no award for
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
And the
yeah.
crazy
All right,
thing
so I
is,
was I'm a sick.
this is it. I mean, we're rapping. This is a rap contest, and
Yeah,
Is there
the
a
rapping part itself does not get acknowledged. That's the crazy
Well,
part.
it
is there
don't it don't matter because you don't get on stage and twerk.
what?
You
pause,
don't talk
pause,
Facts.
pause.
you don't talk shit, a lot publicly. You don't do dramatics. You're not a WWE superstar. So it
Is it
doesn't
No,
matter.
Who,
not
Danny?
You know what
even
I'm saying?
specifically for
is
me,
there a
but
bar of the year award?
yeah, like
Trigger?
we need lyricists of the year award. I want to. I'll do it my damn self. Like I'll just start my own
So
panel and I'll
Bro, a
award the
haymaker
shit
of
out
the
to
year would
niggas.
be crazy. Like
Haymaker, yeah,
literally.
but that's body bags. That's by Danny won that shit. To me,
Danny, do
Who
you
am
got a
I?
You said
team?
you said body. There's a body bag of
Yeah,
the year.
who am
I'm
I?
saying haymaker of the year, like a singular
Haymaker
bar.
of the
Like that'd be
year,
kind of crazy.
bar of the
oh,
year,
Haymaker.
lyricist of the year. What MC kept his
You
pen
think
sharp through the whole fucking year? What MC was spitting
Low
that
key
shit every
didn't Danny
battle?
have low key didn't Danny have a haymaker of the year though against Ace on Me with that latex
I
bar?
mean, that was a freestyle like
That's
that.
when that champion
Yeah.
of the month gotta come into play.
champion of the month?
Oh man,
Yeah,
And
and
look, I'm just saying, I love Sick, but I don't think that body of the year. He had better battles than against you for body bag of the year. That's
I
crazy.
personally like him against Mike P. Like
what
Right,
we
that's
talk,
right. Mike P. Either
the category is a body. It's not about like,
yeah, yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
his
Right, right,
better
right.
because it's
performances.
Danny.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a
yeah.
legend.
In my opinion, I feel like it should have been Luke Castro versus Fonz. I feel like the moment in front of Chris Brown and all, like I feel like, and on top of that, it just looked like
It's
Fonz was
Fonz
beating up
too.
on him crazy,
Not
pause.
Right.
not that wasn't a bigger
It wasn't a 3-0.
it
It's
wasn't
fine.
bigger at all.
It
You
wasn't
know what I'm
3-0.
saying?
I
What?
saw arguments for Ill Will versus Chubby Jag.
Now Ill Will and Jag is
I saw
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that
I
was
saw
crazy. That was
arguments for
crazy.
that
Yeah,
should have been one of the body bags of the
yeah.
year, things of that nature. But again, I think just the story of Danny just quitting. I said Danny like I'm not Danny. Me quitting is like that's what kind of sets it apart from the other people that kind of got beat up. You know what I'm saying?
And I noticed, and I'm a newer fan,
So
dog. I notice it's a bunch of politic and bullshit. It's like the Grammys. It's like you got to throw certain people in there. They got to throw different, younger people for this, whatever. It's bullshit. It's a lot of bullshit, politicking.
yeah,
But
Danny,
I
you
say
ain't
you
gonna get
go
a
get
team, the
Surf.
midnight shit.
Surf go on a
Dan,
good fight.
Danny already on the team.
with
Hey, yo,
Suge and Serve. I mean, I said Serve. Suge on Red 99, C3, Bonnie Godiva, Sharon. Who else is on there? J
What
400.
what made you didn't want to get your own team though?
But
I
he
didn't, I
EFB though.
didn't, yeah, like I didn't really, I don't really do the trend shit. You feel me? I only got in it because she asked me to. You know what I mean? Like he was the first person to be like, yo, Danny, yo, you want to be on my midnight? I was like, you know what, shit, all right, let's do it. I wasn't even gonna do it. Like I don't be, I like it. I like the Midnight Madness shit. It's a good idea, of course. Like I said, I do want to see. I don't know. That shit gonna be controversial when battles are close and niggas got somebody got to pick that money up off the floor and one nigga feel like he won it. That shit gonna be. I don't know. That shit gonna be funny. It's gonna be fun.
No, yeah, you was
It's gonna
talking
be
about that
funny.
the
It's gonna
other
be
day.
fucked up at the same time. Because like anytime you judge battle rap, there's always gonna be like the drama.
hey, yo, Danny, hit me up later, man. I'm hollering
Oh
at
yeah,
y'all.
yeah. I'm outro, man. I appreciate y'all for coming in. Appreciate y'all.
Not 100.
For sh-
You
No,
already know, man.
Good shit, Brody.
Nah,
big big appreciation.
Absolutely.
Salute.
Do
you
these more
already.
often, man.
I was telling Danny to hop on
Yeah,
these
Danny, you
bitches,
Oh
bugging
man.
out.
man.
You know I was telling y'all
I'll
like
be
Danny,
out
you
the
gotta
Matter
hop
way.
on
matter of
the
fact,
Like I'll
spaces.
be out the way, bro. Like I don't be
so
because it's so much bullshit in battle rap. I don't even be want to be like part of the.
so
I just come
I put
outside
it
when
to
it's
you
time
like
for me to
this.
rap. But you know what I mean?
I I put it to you like this. So for Midnight Madness, you lifelike, but you really are EFB,
Yeah, I'm
right?
EFB for sure.
So tap into one of the days at least. You know what I'm saying? If you want to come to EFB Tuesdays,
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I'm
Come
on
to,
there. I'm on there. I got you.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like just shit
Yeah,
like that.
facts.
Like even if it's just once a week, you know what I'm saying? The
Right.
people actually love to hear from you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it ain't
absolutely.
got to be every day
Oh, I
though.
got you.
Just at least
I
one
got
day.
you for sure, man. And I'm more so I just be on my YouTube. We talking about films, we talking about video games. I don't even be talking about battle rap for
Yeah,
real,
but you,
man. Like,
hey, I ain't gonna lie, Danny. What EFM though? Not EFB. With EFM, uh, we have spaces all the time, and we talk about everything, bro. We talk about fucking women, marriage,
oh
mental
yeah,
health,
okay, for sure.
fucking all type of
Well, if
shit. So
y'all
like,
got that,
I just start sending
yeah,
you
just
shit,
send
you
it to
know.
me, yeah, and I'll jump on. Cause as far as the battle rap discussion, I don't talk about battle rap for real, cause it be
Yeah, nah,
bullshit.
we talk about
Y'all want to talk about some
fucking
other
anime,
shit,
all
yeah, then
type of
we can
shit.
talk that. I can do that all day. I can do that shit all
Yeah,
day,
nah,
like for real. But I
nah, for sure. I'm,
appreciate y'all though.
yeah. Tangy, you was trying to say something before Danny closed out. I'm sorry.
We got man Flex just popped up here.
Oh man, amazing.
All I was trying to say is that we would definitely appreciate Danny's voice in these spaces more. Like I get that I get it, Danny. You want to keep to rapping, but marketing and just being here for the people that's here for
I
you,
got
I
you
feel like this is a good place to do it.
for sure.
So being able to hear you and not just giving people a deeper look at you, more so than just an artist, but like as a brand for sure.
Okay, that's a good idea. I definitely be on here a little more often. I won't just totally abandon this shit. You know what I mean? Like I'll jump on
Yeah,
here.
because people
Oh
get to put out
yeah.
more
I
narratives.
also want to say I did a live review of your battle of Tay Rock, and it was hard as fuck. So your people could check it out, and I think you went so crazy.
Appreciate it.
That was really
Inbox
dope.
it to me
Yeah,
on here so I can see it.
for sure. I got
All right.
you.
All right, y'all be good. Have a blessed day. And tell niggas surf to
Same,
stop.
bro.
Tell
Already.